Good morning, members. Sam here. It's currently a Wednesday morning, a very overcast Wednesday morning at that. Thought I'd give you an update this morning regarding what's been, what we're doing today, and what we've got going on next week. Obviously, the weekend that just went was the Club Championship weekend, which hopefully everyone saw as a huge success, and I just want to thank the team for working tirelessly to make sure the competition could still go ahead. I've been doing a rain dance for as long as I can remember now, and for it to come on Club Championship weekend wasn't ideal, but we managed to get the competition completed anyway. And well done to the winners of the Club Championships this weekend. Today we've got a spray going out on the greens and approaches, quite a big spray. We've got a fertiliser in there, we've got plant growth regulator, and we've got fungicide. Obviously we've got renovation week next week, which I'll come on to in a moment. So to get the fungicide into the plant to try and prevent any disease on the greens and approaches is really, really important. We're going to stress the plant next week with a bit of sand and a bit of tining, which I'll go into a bit more detail in a moment. So to get the fungicide in there is great. With the recent rainfall and that little bit of natural nitrogen in that rainfall, it's made growth go through the roof. So for us to get a plant growth regulator out again, which we do on a regular basis anyway, but today we've actually upped the rate even higher to try and keep on top of the growth. That's really important. Obviously fertiliser goes without saying. It's important that we keep all of the turf healthy. So that's what's going on today. We're also doing a lot of cutting today, but I won't bore you with the details of that. You may have also noticed out on the tees this week we've started putting the new tee plate furniture out. You may have seen all the correspondence. We're looking to go live with this on the 4th of August, so please ignore the new tee plates for now and use the old tee posts. So from the 4th of August they will be live, and hopefully we'll have everything out in the right places and all the new tee markers as well. So that's something to really look forward to, and obviously the new courses that we're all going to be able to play. And now looking ahead at next week, obviously big week for us again, maintenance week. We are going to be relatively subdued in comparison to the last couple of years, so we're doing everything in-house this year, and we are solid tining with a 25mm tine to around a depth of 200mm. We're going to follow that with a micro tine. Well, I say a micro tine, but it's more of a pencil tine at 19mm to a depth of 60mm, and then we're going to top dress with around, well, we're going to aim for 40 tonne a hectare across greens and approaches. So that'll be a nice bit of sand to get into that surface along with the aeration holes. I think I mentioned in previous video that the turf is desperate right now for a bit of aeration. So for me personally and professionally, I'm looking forward to next week just to try and aerate our turf and give it a little bit of a breather. You know, all the new turf that we've had done, like I say, it's desperate for a bit of an aerate. All this new turf, I'm on the back of 8 at the minute. These areas are going to take the aeration really, really well. They've all knitted in perfectly. Well, I say perfectly, obviously we've got a few bare areas that we need to work on due to the conditions, but the aeration will without doubt do a huge amount of beneficial work to these surfaces. And like I say, some of these areas are going to get their first aeration holes since the turf's been laid. And what can happen when you lay that turf is it creates a bit of a cap, so therefore for us to aerate that turf to help infiltrate all the water and moisture in the right areas, it's really, really important. On that note as well, I just want to mention the second green. Obviously we lifted and levelled the second green front right, which has meant since we've done that we haven't been able to do any cultural practices to that area of the green, so therefore we've had a bit of moss come in. So yesterday we treated that green alone with some lawn sand, which will help kill the moss. However, short term it may go black and then you'll be able to see the moss die, but timing wise it's perfect. If we can kill that moss this week and do all the top dressing and aeration next week and then feed it up the week after, that's almost a perfect storm. So hopefully we'll get on top of that moss well before we get into the autumn period. So that's really it from me. I hope everyone's well, hope everyone enjoys their golf, and please keep your eye on the course status next week for what holes are going to be open on what day. I've tried to forecast these on the course planner, so please take a look at that. And yeah, enjoy your golf and we'll see you on the course.